Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch. We are now 2 days away from the highly anticipated 090 multiplayer update, which means time to start talking masteries and tier lists and build strategies and of course season starters. For this video, I am biased toward Necromancer. It is my favorite mastery inside of Last Epoch, and I have 3 builds already ready to go for 090. These aren't the old builds that you just have to modify. I created all 3 of these builds inside of the CT realm with all the 090 goodies. So they're already ready to rock, okay? The first build we are going to be talking about is my lazy minion build. And the reason why this build is one of the best league starters is because one, I leveled it all the way to endgame in 3 days, so it is extremely fast. And 2, it has no uniques required for it. On screen right now, it is currently running in powered content, and it has no required uniques. And honestly, if you like being lazy, you cast no spells. You have 5 different types of minions, and they literally destroy. Now, all 3 of these builds are fairly similar, but they do act and play very different. On top of that, all these builds are only going to get better as you play into 090 because my new unique Aaron's Will will be now in the game, which means that will be able to be put in, and by modifying the build just a very small amount, you will be getting 2 to 3 extra golems on each build. So they are going to be even stronger once you find my new unique item. So build number 1 for league start is Lazy Necro, my lazy minion build. It is linked in the description, which will break down everything you need to know about it. And I think you're going to be pretty impressed. Build number 2. This is my Fire and Ice support Necromancer. If you plan on playing multiplayer, if you like cold, this is going to be the build for you, but it does have one unique that really makes the build sing, and that is on the screen right now, Frozen Eyes of the Formosus, which is going to give a ton of freeze rate multiplier to your minions. And just to be clear, this build looks so cool because half of your minions are going to be cold and the other half are going to be fire. Again, really strong from a damage output perspective. This is actually better than Lazy Minion, but of course you do need to get that unique to really make it sing. And if you plan on playing multiplayer, so if this is a Necro that you're going to be playing with friends, not only are they going to be getting Dreadshade from you, but also you are going to be chilling and freezing enemies, which in itself gives tons of survivability to the party. This is a newer addition to my builds over the last couple years. It's something that I've been working on for a long time. And now that golems have a cold node, it literally works perfectly. This full build, Fire and Ice support, is linked in the description where I break down every single facet of it. If you like cold, if you like support, if you're playing multiplayer, this is going to be the build for you. And season starter number 3, you guessed it, King Dingaling, my 10th iteration of my Fire Necromancer. Yes, I have remade this build 10 times over the last 3 years. It is my strongest build. It is a fan favorite. It is my favorite. And it is a minion fire ignite build. One thing great about Necromancer is fire has perfect synergy across its gear, idols, and skills. So it works really, really well. And again, with my new unique, Aaron's Will, which I created with this build in mind, is going to make it so much stronger because you're going to be able to have those 3 golems up all the time. And Golem got a buff where it's actually going to do even more damage over time. Now, to make this build sing, though, it will need the Dragon Flame Edict Staff that you get from the Emperor of Corpses, which is a common drop. So even though you do need a unique for this build to be really, really good, it is a really, really easy unique to find. This is another build that in the CT I was able to put together in 3 days, and it absolutely crushes. It's really strong, and it's gotten so much better. Like if you took the first 9 combined, the 10th iteration just destroys all of them by a very large margin, because we also now have teleport through Skeleton Mage. Like the other two builds, it is linked in the description where I break down every single facet of this build. And again, this isn't 085, this is 090, all put together in the CT realm. I love Necromancer. It's so fun. Last Epoch 11th Hour Games really put this mastery together well, and they continue to update it with better AI, better visuals, better performance, and of course, my new unique. So that's the video. 3 builds, Fire and Ice support, Fire Necro, and Lazy Minion, all linked in the description if you are looking for an awesome league starter. Join the Discord. We already have multiple multiplayer parties that are going to be running. I am going to be streaming. It's going to be a great time. Link in the description. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.